G'day frothers, welcome to a crag for once. Today I'm going to be showing you man's best friend, or large man's best friend at least, the Edelrid Ohm. Now I've been using this thing for 5 or 6 years now and I really can't rate it highly enough. It has quite literally, for me, been life-changing. Because when Mrs. Mullet here decided to not just be my partner in life, but also in climbing, sorry. Tell you what, it really helped because, you know, as you can see, she's very small. I'm in fact a normal sized person and she is the tiny one. So at about 110 and 55 kilos, I am quite literally twice her size. So you can imagine the problems that represents when, hell, even lowering, you know. So having an ohm, having the resistor on there has just been an absolute boon for us, because before that we used to have to tie her to a tree or something and, I don't know, hope I didn't fall. And of course this weight difference is a bit bigger than what Edelrid actually recommends this device to be used for, but seems to work pretty well. It's a lot better than nothing. So this thing goes on the first bolt and it'll grab the rope in case of a fall. So if you've got a big heavy weight at the top and a little weight belaying, it'll add a nice bit of resistance to the rope. So it just opens with the latch like that, and it has no moving parts in there. It's just got a groove, kind of like a gree-gree that doesn't move the cam. So you clip that on the first bolt and make sure you check the arrow so it's pointing the right way. Okay, so the rope slides nicely through, so when you're climbing, no problems there. But the belayer has to stand a meter away from the wall to make it sort of grab the rope. So the thing will swing up like that and it'll grab the rope and then add quite a lot of resistance. I should have used more rope. And that's it. It's pretty simple. It's quite robust. It is a bit heavy, but it needs to be weighted in order to actually let the rope feed when you don't need it to engage. And I'm not really exaggerating when I say this is life-changing, because it's really allowed us to just climb as normal. So, you know, I'm twice Mrs. Mullet's size, and basically we can just climb as normal, even when it's time to take this off the wall. So you can just grab it off the first bolt on the way down and hang on to it, or clip it onto your safety lanyard, make it a bit of a tram line. You can even top rope like that if you need to, although that's pretty annoying. Or you can attach this up at the anchor and top rope safely that way. Sure can, mate. You can even use it in certain situations on trad climbs if you have enough gear to make an upwards facing anchor. But obviously you don't want to be falling too much in that sort of situation. Well, I mean, it's trad, it's not really like you're going to be falling all that much anyway. And of course all those uses are off-label. Edelrid doesn't recommend you do that, but you know, hey, if you're out climbing, you're accepting your own risks, right? You don't need to blame the company who makes this if you're using it wrong and it fails. Now, I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore, so I don't go taking too many whippers. But in case I do fall, basically this thing protects both of us. It does harden the catch a little bit, but most importantly, I'm not going to hit the ground and I'm not going to hit my belayer. So if I fall from a nice comfy position, well, still pretty good. And if I fall from the next bolt, how's that? Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that counts as a bit of a whipper, I think, but you know, we're still nice and safe. I'm not landing on the belayer, I'm not hitting the ground, she's not getting injured either. So there you go, frothers. If you are a bit of a larger man, or if you've just got a big disparity in size between you and your normal climbing partners, I cannot recommend this thing highly enough. The only thing is, when I bought this had a non-locking beaner on there, so I just swapped that out for a locker. And of course, because it's taken me 3 bloody years to get around to making this video, Edelrid is just about to release a new version of this, which I am super keen to try out. And hopefully I'll get my hands on it pretty soon and let you know how it goes. But meanwhile, this thing is one of the few pieces of climbing gear that has actually improved my climbing situation and indeed my whole life situation. Because, you know, if you can just go out and climb normally and you don't need to worry about, maybe injuring your belayer or anything like that, happy days. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll scratch you later.